Hello, my name is Mrs Coleman and I'm the curriculum leader for humanities at the school and also a history teacher. I'm going to tell you everything about the History GCSE course and why you should seriously consider it as one of the options you choose for GCSE. The History GCSE is split into 4 topics. These cover a period study, a conflict and tension study, a British thematic study and a British depth study. This means that half of the content of the course is British history and half of the content of our course is European history. The period study is Germany between 1890 to 1945, which covers Germany in 3 periods of time: under Kaiser Wilhelm II, Germany after World War I, which is known as Weimar Germany, which is named after the government of the time, and Nazi Germany. The conflict and tension study is the interwar years from 1919 to 1939, so the bit in between the First and Second World War, which covers everything from the Treaty of Versailles, the treaty to end the First World War, League of Nations, which was the group set up to prevent future wars after the First World War, and the causes of the Second World War, which is also commonly known as Hitler's steps to war, so basically how that happened. The British depth study is Norman England, which goes from around 1066 to around 1100. And it basically covers the Norman invasion and how Norman England was, how they changed England within this time. Within this part of the course there will be a historic environment study, which involves studying a specific historic site as instructed by the exam board. This gives us a chance to perhaps visit the prescribed site, depending on the location of it, which is especially likely for your year group, as we've just found out that the site is Yorkshire for your exam year. The final topic studied is the thematic study, which means looking at themes over a large period of time, about 1,000 years, and seeing how things changed and how things stayed the same. The topic we've chosen for this is Migration, Empires and the People, which I am particularly excited about because it allows us to cover some incredibly relevant topics such as British identity, the impact of migrants upon Britain and the impact of British migration elsewhere, and the impact of empire and how all of these things have shaped the Britain that we live in today. Assessment throughout the course will be exam style questions, and there will be at least 3 formal assessment points for each unit. However, we will also complete further exam questions throughout the lessons. At the end of year 11, so of the official assessment, the GCSE course is assessed purely via 2 exams, each containing 2 of the units studied. There is absolutely no coursework or controlled assessment, so if you hate that kind of thing, then this is absolutely perfect for you. Paper 1 contains the wider world history that we'll have covered, so the information on Europe, and paper 2 is the British history paper, so obviously the British history. Studying history is something I really recommend because it teaches us all about why the world that we live in works in the way that it does. Half the course focuses specifically on our own country, which allows us to develop a very clear idea of what it means to be British and how this has developed over time. The other half teaches us about the wider world and how that has developed in the way that it has, specifically the rest of Europe. History also teaches us a lot about the mistakes people have made in the past and what we can do to make sure that they are not repeated in the future, which I think is a very valuable lesson to learn. To aid us in all of this, we aim to organise trips to places related to the course. So, for example, to the Historic Environment site, as I mentioned, the Royal Armouries Museum, which is in Leeds to support our study of Norman England, and perhaps even to Berlin to help our study of Germany. So it would be fantastic. It can also lead to further study at A-level, or it can be a really good way to get onto many vocational courses because of the skills developed, as mentioned before. So I really hope that you will consider picking history for GCSE, and I look forward to teaching you next year. Careers that you can enter having studied the History GCSE are very wide ranging. Perhaps more obvious examples include actually being a historian or a history teacher or an archivist, which is someone who works in a library organising original source materials. However, history skills also lend themselves well for anyone interested in anything to do with law, so lawyers or police or anything like that, because of all the practice handling evidence and building an argument, and politics for the same reasons as well. History is a well-respected subject by all universities and employers because of the skills it teaches you in terms of evidence analysis, building an argument, evaluation and judgment, which are skills that you would find useful in all areas of employment. Another specific field in which history would be very useful would be anything that requires you to research, or anything in the field of marketing, as these skills will also be developed through the course. Naturally, history also requires a lot of writing, which we can't get away from, but writing's fantastic, and so you'll get plenty of practice at this. So if you want to do a job where you're required to write a lot, like journalism perhaps, then that will be useful for you.